Welcome back, everybody. It's day 2, and we're glad you're here. I'm just here chatting with Wolfie about things, and he and the gang are all watching with us, so they send their greetings, and they miss you too, and hopefully you miss them. So today we are going to continue talking about compassion because our camp is Compassion Camp, and we learned yesterday about compassion, but being compassionate is not always easy. It's easy to talk about, it's not always easy to do. Sometimes we have to take risks to ease somebody's hurt or suffering, and we can be brave to jump in, to share, to protect, and to speak up for others. So let's finish these sentences about how these people can be brave. How many ways can we think of that each person can be brave? Mia has extra food in her pantry. She can be brave by, how would Mia be brave with all this extra food? Yeah, maybe she could bring it to the church and we share it back with the folks, with our neighbors who need help with food. That's one way that Mia could be brave. So let's think things like that. Taylor is a lifeguard. You know what a lifeguard is at a pool? Someone who protects somebody. When he sees somebody struggling in the water, Taylor can be brave and, yeah, I'm sure you came up with some ideas. Jaden sees a friend picking on a younger child. Somebody's being bullied, right? Jaden can be brave and, yeah, sometimes it's not comfortable, but we can be brave by saying, that's not okay, and you need to leave that person alone. Sam notices the teacher never calls on Kaya by the name they prefer. Sam can be brave and maybe ask the teacher politely and respectfully, right? That might be one way. That would be risky and sometimes kind of scary. Ms. Perez notices her students are restless and they need a break. Ms. Perez can be brave and, what could you think? Maybe they stand up and do jumping jacks. Maybe they go outside and walk around the school once. I don't know. There's lots of things maybe. Dr. Noonian hears that some people need medical care but can't afford it. He can be brave and, yeah, maybe help out and give some free care. I don't know. Maybe help at a clinic that does that for people. Okay, those are ways that we can be compassionate and brave. Mr. Jeremy's going to come on and introduce this song for us.
Hi, everybody. So, as Pastor mentioned, today we're talking about being brave. And today's song is about being brave. It doesn't mean that you won't feel scared, too. And it's okay to feel scared. But God gives us compassion, so we will feel brave enough to make the choices that ease the hurt of others. And we can always ask a grown-up to help, too. We can be a team to show compassion. And so we're talking about compassion all week at VBS with Compassion Camp. And today we're talking about how to be brave to be compassionate. And so the song is called Brave Enough. And the words go like this. Repeat after me. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to love. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to show compassion. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. We are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. That's the hard one, I think. That we are brave enough to listen and tell the truth. That's a good one to remember at home. So then we go into, we can be brave. We can be brave. And again, we can be brave. We can be brave. Because we are filled with love. Because we are filled with love. From the bottom of God's heart. From the bottom of God's heart. And then lastly, we can be brave, we can be brave, we can be brave, we can be brave. So there's a lot of talking about being brave and things we can be brave enough to do, like to love and to show compassion and to listen and to tell the truth. Now I have my friends that are going to sing the song for you again, and we hope you love it and we hope you'll sing along. And this is day 2 of VBS now, so we've gotten a little bit of singing under our belts, and I've really missed seeing all of you. We haven't had Sunday school in so long now. And I think that there's so many great singers out there that are doing VBS right now. It would be wonderful if you could learn some of these songs, maybe ask your parents to make a video of it, and you can either send it to us at the church. Your parents probably have our email address, or you can, if you want to, you can post it to Facebook. That'd be another brave thing. You'd have to be brave to post yourself singing to Facebook, but I know you guys are great and can do it. So we'd love to see you, and here are my friends singing Brave Enough.
Welcome back. Didn't the choir sound great? It's the magic of television. We're doing things, having different clothes on. It's great. And I want to thank the choir for coming and doing that for us all. So sometimes our compassion helps us to make brave choices. And when we do, look out. God's power is able to restore our communities, our friendships, and ourselves. Next, we're going to hear a story about some heavy lifting, a massive hole, and some neighbors who took a risk to help a friend. And we'll see how one act of bravery changed a whole community. As we're prepared to learn about this brave compassion, let's begin with a compassion prayer. And so like we did yesterday, we're going to place one hand on our head and one hand on our heart. And it doesn't matter which hand, it all works. So the head reminds us to see and to think. And the heart reminds us to feel and to be compassionate. And we're doing this because compassion happens in our brains, and we also feel it in our hearts. So please repeat after me. Dear Jesus, your compassion always looked like courage. Strengthen our hearts with your bravery. As we risk, reach out, and lift up our siblings near and far. Help us keep our eyes on you.